This is Lee Yaffa for Beverly Main Street's On the Spot, and today we're here with Pamela Sherry Landis, the owner of Carol's Florist at the Gloucester Crossing spot in downtown Beverly, the intersection of Cabot and Rentoul Streets. Good morning, Pam. How are you today?
I'm excellent. And you, Lee?
Good. And I see you've got a Christmas workbench going on here?
Absolutely. We have a display here for the clients and people that walk in off the street, or regular everyday people that come in for poinsettias or stuffed animals. And over here I'm working, the work isn't completed yet, but I'm working on one of my clients for her holiday arrangements for the holiday, for the front door, front entry, and she decorates lampposts and so forth. So this is a swag just being started, has not been completed. It's all hand built. Goes on the door. Over here we have her birdhouse, which is an outdoor grapevine birdhouse, and every year we fill it with holiday greens, cedar, white tip pine, and we hand design all our bows, pine cones. We spray them, collect them, make loops. And then over there we have a sleigh, holiday sleigh that she puts on the front of her porch.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond running a busy flower shop, Pam is part of the Beverly Main Street's Design and Beautification Committee. And how's your involvement in that coming along?
I've been involved with that with Jen Wallace for a little over 4 years. And we do subcommittees and regular committees in beautification and design, working like with the lights on the trees for downtown, cleaning downtown up, working with businesses and residents, clean sweep, some of our different events that we do, Arts Fest, and I work on traffic islands, try to bring beautification in through plantings, 3 seasons. We'll do the summer, fall transition, and then into the Christmas season, or holiday season, I should say.
And your committee is responsible for the attractive banners, Main Street banners we see on the light poles?
We work as a group on that, and then we also do different types of events to bring more of an interest from the community in to help us with design ideas and logos and colors, which is something new we started in the past year or so. Mm-hmm.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's enjoyable, and we're always looking for volunteers.
Sure. And beyond Christmas, what's the busy time of the year here?
I would say February for Valentine's is probably our busiest. It's a long week for preparation for a florist, but in most cases, the guys just focus on that one day, the 14th. But we try to gear it towards, whether the woman is at work or something like that. And a lot of women do send flowers to their man.
And you stretch it out for...
We try to stretch it out as long as we can. Even the 15th for the guy that just forgot.
Valentine week.
Yes.
And are roses still king or queen, if you will?
Yes. Red roses is still the popular choice.
That's nice to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, when I was a kid, Mother's Day was always a big flower time.
Correct. It was. All our moms had orchid corsages on Mother's Day. Today, it's a little bit different. They take mom out. They might do a floral piece here and there. So I'm usually open on Mother's Day, that Sunday, and get a slew of customers that come in.
And come June, your shop here is probably pretty busy with high school proms.
Well, proms are demanding, but fun. There's a lot of joy watching the kids come in all dressed up and forgot their corsage or boutonniere last second. Limos line up. It's demanding also. Seems like every aspect of a flower shop is demanding, whether it's funeral work or holidays.
Sure. And how long have you been here at this location?
I took ownership over in 1995, and then prior to that, years ago when I was in school, I used to work for Mr. and Mrs. Carroll on a part-time basis, here and there for holidays, clean roses, do the grunt work for them. But they would teach me little things here and there.
That's a nice transition story. Mm-hmm. And what hours do you have for this shop?
Traditionally, the shop is open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. But for special requests or situations like a funeral, I'm open 24/7. And if you dial our number, 978-922-8444, and it's after hours or before hours, you'll get me on my cell phone.
And people can also access the shop through your website.
Through the website, which is www.carolsflorist.com.
That's carolflorist.com. And you have a rather unique parking space right out front.
Isn't it? It's getting unique every year. Used to be you could park all the way up Cabot Street, and today it's a little different. We have right on reds that we didn't have many years ago, since the flower shop's been here before 1956. The original owner, it used to be a greenhouse right here sitting on this property, not this particular building. And Mr. Carroll, Sr., owned greenhouses and sold all his product, like mums and different wreaths and Christmas trees, and would put them here on display. It was called the Essex Street Greenhouses. There's actually a photograph of it over there by the sink.
Well, that's a nice history. So if I called ahead, I could pretty much pull up, park, honk the horn, and you'd run out with my flowers.
We do, because it's a unique situation here. We do offer curbside service, and if you call ahead, give us a heads up, place your order. We'll walk out front with a clipboard. You can have a card signed. We'll pack it up into your car for you, and it's helpful for moms that have to struggle with children in the car seats, or pets might be traveling with them, and elderly.
Thank you, Pamela. That's a nice story, and have a great holiday season, and happy 2013.
Thank you. You too, Lee.
This is Beverly Main Streets on the Spot. I'm your host, Lee Yaffa. We're here today with Steve Gallant, Ocean View, a landmark senior living community executive director. Steve, good afternoon.
How are you?
Good. This is a historic building of sorts. This was originally the Briscoe School.
Correct.
And then I believe it was transformed into a junior high here in Beverly?
Yes, it was.
And when did it serve as Beverly High School?
It served as Beverly High School in the early 1920s.
And who eventually moved in after the high school?
Well, once the city outgrew this as the high school, it was changed into, when they built the new high school, they moved to what's now Briscoe Middle School. That became the new high school. This became the middle school.
Okay. And North Shore Community College used this facility at one time.
Yes, I'm not sure how many years they were here, but I know it was a long time that it was North Shore Community College. That was when after being the middle school, then North Shore Community moved in here.
And some of your staff actually attended the college.
I have quite the gamut here. I have residents who went here when they were in high school, some residents who were here in middle school, and I have staff that were here in college. So we have people who just keep coming back to this building in their life.
Well, it does provide a sense of community.
Yeah, it does.
Now, this is an assisted living community.
It is.
And how many apartments do you have here?
We have 85 apartments and 97 residents currently.
Now, I think a lot of people have individual impressions about assisted living. Do you want to describe or define how you approach it here at Ocean View?
Sure. Assisted living is one of those programs, especially in the state of Massachusetts, that's very confusing to a lot of people. People mix up assisted living with long-term care all the time. One of the things I like to explain to people, the difference is assisted living is just like renting an apartment in the state of Massachusetts, but there is care available, and it's minimal personal care, help with medication reminders, and help with assistance to and from programs and queuing, reminding. We do provide 3 meals a day, housekeeping, and many activities, different than long-term care, which is able to provide a lot more personal care, a lot more medical care.
So this is apartment living with a certain level of care at your option.
Right, exactly.
And you have a mixture of adults here in terms of couples and single apartments?
We do. We have, again, quite a gamut. Our population is a real, true, diverse community. It's actually a good depiction of Beverly. We have what I like to say, some long-time Beverly citizens, the old blue bloods of Beverly, if you will. And we have transient people who have just been brought back to Beverly or come to Beverly because family members live here. And we range in the sense of ages. We actually go from late 50s up to, I think my oldest resident right now is 98.
That's interesting. And you offer a variety of services, shopping, getaway trips, if you will.
Yep.
You want to review some
We have
of
a
those?
very active activities program, and it's really based on what the requests of the residents are. They make they kind of make suggestions to our program coordinator, and we do community trips all the time, as close as just to North Beverly Shopping Plaza, and as far away as Boston to attend a musical or a restaurant. So we really have quite an array of activities. Many activities throughout the day here, ranging from bowling and bingo to one of the favorites right now is trivia. There's a huge competition that happens here every Thursday night. There are 2 teams and they play Trivial Pursuit, and it's, I've heard, gotten quite rambunctious.
Sounds like fun. Now,
Yeah, I think they have a good time.
can outsiders chime in on that?
Absolutely. Open all the time. People can stop in.
That's interesting. And if someone wanted to consider an apartment here, how would they best contact you?
The best way would be to call here directly. We're listed in the phone book under Landmark at Ocean View, and set up an appointment with my marketing director, Gail Cote. We invite people to come in for a tour and have lunch and visit and take a look around, and usually people end up waiting till we have something open.
Understood. Now, it's raining today, the day of the interview, but I believe there's a wonderful view out from your deck on the top floor.
There is an absolutely beautiful view from our deck, and I have to be honest to say I've been here for 7 years, and I've lived in Beverly for 20. So prior to coming to Ocean View, when I heard it was called Ocean View, I used to chuckle to myself and say, how do they get away with calling it Ocean View? And then when I came for a tour, one of the things our owner did was added the top floor to the building, and we have a beautiful deck that overlooks Marblehead and Salem Harbors, and it's really a breathtaking view. Most people, when they come to tour, once they see the deck, this is where they want to live.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Steve, it's been nice chatting with you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Best regards.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Lee Yappa for Beverly Main Street's On the Spot. We're here today with Candy Dennis, the owner and master dance instructor at Revival Dance Exchange, downtown Beverly. Hi, Candy.
Hi, how are you? Hi,
Good.
everyone.
How long have you been at this?
Well, Revive Dance Exchange has been open for 10 years. I opened the studio when I was 22 years old, my senior year at Salem State.
Okay, and I understand you are a master dance instructor, the only one apparently in the state of Massachusetts right now.
Yes, I am actually the only one who is certified through Chicago National Association of Dance Masters in Massachusetts. I received my master certification through that company.
That's terrific. And we're going to step inside one of the studios right now for some dancing fun. Hi, we're in Studio A at Revive Dance Exchange here on Cabot Street in downtown Beverly. And this is Danielle Chapello. Danielle, how are you?
I'm doing well, how are you?
Great. And what class do we have before us tonight?
So these are my Modern 3 girls. They're fabulous as always. And so what we're doing tonight is actually we've been going through a very typical Horton warm-up. So there are many different styles of modern dance. And so right now we've been focusing on the Horton, which is very athletic, very strength building, lots of conditioning. So that's what they've been working on.
And where might I see a Horton exercise or dance program?
There are a lot, and there are a lot of modern companies throughout the states who will focus on all different styles of modern technique, and Horton is a very popular one. Also, if you're interested in learning more about the style, they sell DVDs over the internet, which are awesome, very informative, and they're derived from the original Horton creators as well.
And how long have you been a dance instructor?
I actually started when I was young. I started assisting classes when I was about 9, and then when I was 14 or so, I started taking on my own classes.
And how frequently do you schedule classes here?
I teach 2 nights a week here, and so these ladies, I only have the modern 1 time a week, same with the ballet as well as three-point, but they're awesome. They progress so well.
And if someone wanted to sign up, what's the age group?
We do have a very, very large age group, so you have the youngest here, but we do go all the way through high school as well. The studio really offers all different age groups and levels, which is very, very fun. So we have a little bit of everything for everybody.
Okay, well, let you show us some dance steps here.
6, 7, 8, and 1,
We're here in Studio B with Candy Dennis at the Revive Dance Studio, downtown Beverly. Candy, this particular studio, you reserve this for your ballroom dancing instructions?
We mostly do the ballroom and Latin dance in Studio B, yes, and as well as Studio A.
Is there any particular ballroom step that's in vogue today?
Well, they are working on the Foxtrot, and they're working on a Christmas piece that they're going to be performing in our holiday show in December.
And this is Peg and Mark Round, local Beverly residents, I understand.
Yes.
And how long have you been practicing, if you will?
About 2.5 years now.
That's great. And friends, relatives, do they consider you brave souls for taking up ballroom dancing?
Half crazy, I think. But they're like, our son says, you what? But he came to our last show, and our niece came to our recital in June, so they're beginning to catch on.
And if you have family weddings and other events, I trust you get to practice, put this to good use.
We do. We do. We tried at a wedding in October, and we actually enjoyed it.
That's great. And I sense that you're making great progress here at the studio.
Yes. We feel comfortable.
And yes?
They became actually family to my daughter and my husband and I.
Well, that's
Yeah,
great.
so we have a great connection.
Candy, are you the only ballroom instructor?
Yes, I am. I trained with Mark Masura, who's a 5-year world grand champion. And 2 years ago, I took second in the grand championships in International Latin Ballroom at Dance at La Cup.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's neat. Any upcoming tournaments for you?
Maybe in another year, I'm going to go for the championships again.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to move on to another studio in a moment or two. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm back with Candy Dennis, and we're here in the preschool dance studio C at Revive Dance Exchange. Candy, what age group gets to use this room?
Well, this is our preschool room. It incorporates our Kiddie Dance Day program. The program is offered on Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to noon, and it targets ages 2.5 to 5. And the program is a corporation of dance, music, theater, creative arts, as well as arts and crafts, story time, and we always do a learning activity every day. And the program is a drop-off pickup program, so the parents have the luxury of dropping the kids off and picking them up at noontime.
Sounds like a good deal if I was a little kid.
Even the bigger kids like it too, because we offer dance camps during the summertime too, where we incorporate older kids, ages 8 to 10 as well.
And what type of dance instruction do you give someone that age?
Well, actually, on the Kiddie Dance Day program, we do a Latin dance class in the morning time with disco lights, and then later on in the afternoon, before they go home, we do a gymnastics class with a corporation of music. Yeah.
Sounds neat. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it is.
And how would someone sign their child up for this type of program?
Well, you can call us at any time or go onto our website, revivedanceexchange.com, and that will have all our information, our times, and our availability. And you can also walk in and try out a class for free. So we offer a free trial class for all of our classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Candy.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm with Candy and Sandy Palkowski from Salem.
Yes.
And we're about to start a hip hop lesson here in this studio. And let's talk about hip hop. Still big?
It's very big. We actually incorporate all styles of hip hop here at Revive Dance Exchange. We do crumpin', we do boys break dancing, we have regular style of hip hop, video style of hip hop as well. So we do all different styles of hip hop. We actually are very big in hip hop. And actually, Sandy won our national competition this past summer in hip hop.
Congratulations. And when did you start your dance training?
Here I started about 5 years ago.
And do you put this to use every week at a
Yeah.
dance party somewhere?
Of course.
Or an event?
In my bedroom, everywhere.
Sounds good. Sounds like lots of fun. Very athletic, I trust.
It is. It's a great workout.
That's good.
Even our adult classes come here for cardio dance classes, which incorporate hip hop, and they burn about 600 to 800 calories a class.
Okay.
So you can get a great workout.
That's good. And Candy and Sandy are going to show yours truly a couple of hip hop steps.
I'm going to pick back. Good. And then you're going to bring that knee in front. Bring it all the way in front and counterbalance you. Then you're going to bring it down and then bring it in.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it. So you're going to bring it up,
Up,
and contract. Good.
Okay.
You can bring your foot down in between. So you'll hum up,
up.
bring it down, and then contract.
Okay, so up,
Yep.
like that,
Yep. Up,
down, and then,
boom. Yeah.
Okay.
You get gangster with it. Good. So you're going to step up, you're going to hit back, and then we're going to add on from there. So pick it
Okay.
up. You got it. And then bring it back down, and then you're going to step boom, in again. And then we're going to read that.
what are the hours of dance instruction here?
Well, we open Tuesday through Saturday, and we even open early in the morning, such as 7 a.m. for private lessons with adults, as well as our preschool program.
And I understand you do custom wedding dance training.
We actually specialize in wedding dance training. We've taught many weddings who have gone over in Paris. We've taught one in London this year. So yes, we actually specialize in wedding dance training.
Any famous or prominent bride and grooms?
Oh, I can't say, but one of the Patriots football players came in.
Wow, that must have been a challenge.
Actually, it was quite fun.
That's good.
And I'm not a football fan, so I actually didn't know who he was until his fiance told me after the second lesson. Because she was so happy that I was treating them normal. And I said, well, who are you? And that's when she told me.
That's nice.
Yes.
And I take it he didn't have to dance in shoulder pads.
No, but he did, lift her up too high at one point. So she almost fell.
Well, okay. All right, we'll stop on that one. And what age groups do you provide instructions to?
We actually start as young as 18 months all the way up until our oldest right now currently is 78 years old.
Wow, from close to birth to, shall we say, the century mark?
Exactly, yes. You dance till you die.
That's really neat. And if people want to sign up for a dance class, I assume you have the whole array of your schedule on your website?
Yes, our website is revivedanceexchange.com, and we currently have our class listings there. We also offer private instruction in all forms of dance, so if you see something that is not on the schedule, we most likely will teach it too, privately.
Well, thank you, Candy.
You're welcome.
Let's go dancing.
All right, let's go dancing.
Don't stop, keep it moving.